Good morning, everybody. My name is Gillian and I'm a registered yoga teacher, and I'm delighted to be here this morning to share a practice with you. And I want you to think about what you're going to bring to your practice this morning in relation to, taking care of yourself. It's lovely to have a little bit of time out, just moving away from the normal events of your day and being able to spend a little bit of quality time just thinking about how you are. And this really in turn helps to build our resilience, our immune system, and it really helps us connect into the true self, because sometimes we display ourselves slightly differently to how we're feeling just to get through the day and maybe meeting other people. And certainly with the lockdown and the changes happening, our mood and our emotional well-being is really very important to take lots of care of. So let's enjoy this practice of just letting go. So we're going to name the practice this morning, the theme about letting go and staying in touch with you. So let's sit up nice and tall, just using a very simple traditional mudra of our index finger and thumb just slightly touching. And this represents the energy. Your index fingers are your cells and the thumbs are the energy that is around us. So I want you to bring yourself to that lovely source. And then if you're comfortable closing your eyes, we're going to scan through the body. And if you're not, just keep your gaze lightly towards the earth. But our focus is on connecting with our breath at the moment. So let's start to notice the inhales and exhales, nice coherent breathing. And this has a wonderful effect on our nervous system, allowing us to calm down. And the second biggest part of our nervous system lies in the pit of the belly. So I would love you to soften here. So just take a nice deep inhale through your nose and let it go through your mouth. Just let it go. And then just return to a nice normal state of breath awareness. Just noticing the inhales coming in and out through the nostrils. Scanning through our body, just noticing for any areas of tension in the physical self. So notice, is there anything in your scalp, anything in your face? Pay particular attention to the jawline. Relax it. Maybe a gentle little space between the lips. Then I would love for you to notice the shoulders, give them maybe a little roll. And then notice your torso. Are you leaning forward? Are you crunching down in the abdominal area? Try to lift up slightly and nip the belly button in towards the spine with a gentle hook up. And that engages into the tummy lock and in turn into the root lock. So you're pulling up lightly through the perineum. Then I would love for you to notice how grounded you are into the sitting bones. Is there balance there? Yoga teaches us to bring a sense of balance, not only into our physical self, but our mental body and our emotional self. So sometimes we can hang on to a lot of thoughts that are really unnecessary. And I would love for us to let those go this morning. Clearing out, like a spring clean, let it all go. And just holding on to what we need. So let's take a nice big deep inhale through our nose. And again, release that through the mouth. And just paying attention now to the mind. What's going on up there? Is there lots of mental chatter? Or are you able to come to a place where you're allowing your mind to stay in the body, observing you? Because you are your own expert, you know your body best. So let's observe. Let's drop our attention now towards heart center. And just take a moment to acknowledge how you're feeling, without any judgment, but that honesty. How am I in this moment? And again, just observe this. And then from here, let's offer another clearing breath so we can let go of anything that has no further purpose. Take a deep inhale through the nose and let it out through the mouth in a excellent. And then from here, if the eyes were closed, just begin to blink them open. And we're going to come round onto our back body and we're going to start just to fire up a little bit of heat in the belly just by doing yogi bicycle movements. So we're going to lie down onto our back, extend both legs out, and let's offer a nice big stretch to start. Look how long your body is, from your fingertips to your tippy toes. Notice this. Jawline soft. Notice the natural alignment of your spine. And then I would love for you to bring your right knee into chest and bring your chin up and see if you can tap your chin to your right knee. And then exchange. Bring the left knee in, bring the shoulders forward. Let's keep going with this as if you're pedaling a bicycle, just in your own time. Some may want to go a little faster, others may want to slow it down. It's all about what fits your body. So you're beginning to notice you. We're all unique and different. Keep going with this. Bring the shoulders up. Wherever you are, do 2 more. Last one. Hold it. And then let the head melt back and extend those legs out. Bring the arms back up overhead. And then I would love for you just to bend the feet in, hips distance apart. And we'll offer a nice stretch to the tummy area by lifting the hips up. But try to keep the hands overhead, feet nice and flat and grounded. Take an inhale, lift the hips up. Keep your chin to the sky, try not to crunch it in, nice long neck. Notice the power in the lower base of the back. Notice the lift up, using the legs, trying not to let the knees splay. Keep them in line with hips and ankles, and then gently allow your bottom to either come to the earth or hover. You've got 1 more. Take an inhale, lift those hips up again. Hold it here. Breathe, just stretching out the abdominal area, yet strengthening the back. So we're always doing opposites. Then very gently allow your hips to come right down onto the earth. And we'll do 1 more set of the yogi bicycle. So extend out the right leg, bring the left knee in. Inhale, bring your chin up to the knee, and you can hover the opposite leg or keep it on the earth. It's your call. Exchange legs. Lift those shoulders up. Squeeze the belly into spine. Pull in through the root lock. Again, left leg in, and just keep going at your own pace. You may want to go quicker, or you may want to slow it down. Do what feels good for you. Just a few more. Keep those shoulders up. Keep the squeeze in the tummy. Just stimulating into the internal organs. Getting a little bit of energy going. You've got 1 more. And last one. Hold it here. And then release back down again. Bring both arms overhead. And last set of just lifting up the hips into a variation of bridge. Feet hip distance apart. Flatten those feet to the earth. Take a nice big deep inhale. Lift up the hips. And this will offer a lovely lengthening into the front body. Taking out any stress that those crunches maybe gave in that abdominal area. Offer a little sway here if you wish, nice and lightly. And then let the hips either come down or hover. Take your next inhale, ground those feet, lift up. Try to lift an extra little millimeter and notice this experience. Breathe. Where does your body feel it? You'll feel a broadening across the lumbar part of the spine into the butt cheeks. Nice strengthening into that area. Allow the hips to come back down again, but this time bring the soles of your feet together and allow the knees just to drop open and offer a gentle sway. Gentle sway. Then stop that swaying and I want you to butterfly your knees very lightly. Just creating a little bit of new space in and around the groin area and letting gravity do its thing. We would normally do this sitting up in the cobbler position, butterfly position when we're in seated, but we're doing it now slightly differently, lying on our backs. A new experience. So let's just gently go there and feel the sensation. Remember, it's not aesthetically pleasing. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It's about what are you feeling in your body. Is one hip or one groin area tighter or sore than the other? Or are you feeling nice and open today? Then I would love for you just to release the hands and place them for a breath or two, pressing those knees out just a little deeper. Again, offer that gentle sway if you wish. And then from here, bring those knees together and let's just drop both knees over to your left side. Take both arms overhead to the right side. So there's a gentle twist on offer here. Breathe into that side twist, into the right side body. Hold it. Then inhale, bring both knees together, switch arms. Placing both arms to the left side, both knees to the right side. Look away to your left arm. Breathe into this place. Hold it here for a moment, just warming up the spine. Then let's bring both knees to center. And you're welcome here either to place your hands on the kneecaps and just massage the base of the spine, or if you fancy rocking backwards and forwards, just stimulating each vertebrae from the tailbone to the nape of the neck. Do what feels good for you. And then come up and meet me in a seated position. From here, we're going to come into a nice butterfly position, so I want you to lengthen out the legs as long as possible, but soften the knee area. Make the legs as long as you can. Take both arms up to the sky and then lengthen forward from your heart. Holding on to the tippy toes, soften those elbows and let the head fall. And breathe into the back body. Notice the squeeze in the tummy area. You will feel this to the outer edge of the legs, right into the backs of those hamstrings, maybe into the butt cheeks, maybe up round into the lower part of the back. Just notice where you're feeling this. And this again is about bringing your awareness into your body. If the mind is thinking about other things, you're not getting the full benefit of your practice. So I'm inviting you to really try to keep the mind inside your body. And have a nice little smile to yourself while you're here. Soften the emotions. Just being present, being mindful, just being attached to this sensation. And as we soften into it a little deeper, you'll notice that you'll maybe be able to fall a little deeper. Hold it for one more breath. Then I would love for us to look up and stretch both arms out in front. And this will intensify. We're going to be here for another little moment. Hold it here. Breathe into this space. Then take the arms out to the side and then bring them forward. Let's connect with the breath. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Just like waves. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Release the arms down and hold it at your edge for 3 more breaths. Just notice you. Soft face, soft shoulders. Breathing deeply into the pit of our lungs, using the whole of the respiratory system. This lovely squeeze forward is pressing away toxins and tension from the internal organs and opening up and stimulating into the liver and kidneys in the back body. Then take your inhale and let's lift up again. Feels good. Shake out those legs. Give the ankles a roll. Then I would love for us to leave the left leg down the center of the mat and see if you can tuck the right leg down beside your right hip. Some people need to turn the toes to face out because it's too tight for the top of the foot, but I'm encouraging you to open up those bones in the foot by placing the toenails down and the heel in towards the right hip. Then we're going to stretch into this left leg. From here, place your hands either side of the left leg, lift up from your heart, and let's lengthen forward, reaching towards the left foot, trying to keep balance in the shoulders and just forward fold, aiming to bring chin towards your shin, not rounding up into the upper back, placing your forehead on your knee. Come forward from your heart. What does that feel like in that left leg? Observe. What does it feel like maybe into the top of the right foot? Great way of opening up those energy meridians. Just hold it here for a moment. Breathe into this place and then carefully take an inhale and lift the body back up again. From here, bend in that left knee and sit up super tall. We're going to come into a twist, keeping the leg there, but if this is getting too strong, if there's any pinpoint pain in the right knee, take the foot out in front. You know your body best. Let's take the right arm out to the side and wrap it around that left shin. Lift up through the crown of your head and have a look over the left shoulder. Hug it in. If you wish, you can take the left arm around your back and try and find the top of your right thigh. Soften the shoulders, sit up super tall. Again, it shouldn't be pinpoint pain anywhere. There should be a sensation, stress into the muscles, into the joints. About 7 out of 10 would be your edge, no more. And if it's no less, then twist a little deeper. Hold it here and then bring yourselves back to center. Release that left leg and very carefully bring that right leg out. Give the knee a little massage, give the ankle a roll, shake away any tension, and let's come to the opposite side. You're going to bend the left foot in. You'll notice one side more easier to work with than the other, and that's very normal in our body. We'll always have one side more open. If you need to keep a distance between the knees, that's also fine, but we're looking to try and bring the knees closer together, but you'll know what fits your hips and your body best. Again, if the toes need to turn out, turn them out, that's fine. Flex that right foot, Try to even up the sitting bones. Place your hands either side of the right leg and lift up, lifting up out of the abdominal area and lengthening forward from your heart. Crisscross the hands and fall to where is your place. And we don't need to hold the pose static. If you feel by wriggling, by moving, you get an extra little bit of space in there or awareness, then do so. Just try to keep that right leg super grounded. Flex the toes really strong on the right foot and observe, where am I feeling this? Into the right hamstrings, right down that right leg, and maybe into the left front of the knee, right down into the tops of those toes on the left foot. Hold it here for a moment. Breathe into this place. And then inhale, lift the body back up again, just drawing that right knee into chest. Again, sitting bones are evenly balanced. Maybe a little cushion needs to come in. Use it if you have to. Take your left arm out to the side and let's wrap it around that right knee. Inhale, sit up, and let's look over the right shoulder. Taking right arm around your back if you can. If you need it at the back body for support, because you're lengthening the spine, that's absolutely fine. Squeeze into the tummy. Breathe into this space. Where do we notice it? Check the jawline is soft. Remember, where the breath goes, the chi flows, the wonderful healing pranic energy. Hold it here and then bring yourselves back to center nice and gently. Just release that right leg out and take the left leg down beside it, offering a little massage to the knee, a little roll of those ankles. And then we're going to try a pose where we're going to be leaning back with the feet turned up again, known as saddle pose. So I would love for you, if you can, to bring your left leg down the side. If you know you're not going to be able to bring the right leg down the side as well, then just use one leg. It's absolutely fine. Sit up nice and tall. Place your hands behind your back. Lift the hips up. Scoop the tailbone forward and set your booty back to the earth. I'll be doing it with both legs. So I want you to try and keep the knees together. But again, if you need more space because of your hip, your own bone structure, your own hip alignment, open the knees a little if you have to, and then gently start to lean back. And this is where I want you to become soft. Soften into the shoulders. If the knees start to lift, you've gone too far. If you can, we continue to lie down, maybe a little bit further back. Notice the knees. We don't want them lifting off the mat. If you can, we're coming right down onto the back and taking both arms up overhead. If that is too strong for you, you're past your 7 out of 10, keep your hands maybe into cactus shape, bending the elbows. Leave your arms down by your sides or continue to stay on the forearms. That might be enough, or even sitting up here, because it is a deep stretch all the way down the fronts of those quads, round into the knee joints, not any pinpoint pain, but a lengthening right down to the very tops of the feet. Super pose. So I want you to hold it wherever you are for a few more breaths. Just breathe into this space. Jawline is soft. No, nothing lasts forever, so just bear with it. You may, if you're lying back, feel a slight compression in the lumbar part of the spine. And this is, again, good for strengthening the back body. Just hold it here. Then carefully, let's come back up again. We'll come up with an inhale. Use the elbows to help push you up. Come up as straight as we can. And then from here, let's come forward onto the knees, separating the hands out, shoulders over wrists. Take your left leg out and give it a good shake. Letting go through those tippy toes. Shake it all away like a vibration of energy. Stale energy. Inviting in nice new space. Release it. Right leg. There's always a lovely recovery after an intense, deep stretching pose. So let's shake it all out. Let that go. Place the knee back down and just set your bottom to your heels for a moment into that lovely, safe, restorative child's pose. And we've got lots of options here. So you can keep your arms in front. You're welcome to place your palms together and bend those elbows into more like a prayer pose. Or you can take your arms down by the sides, palms facing up, nice, soft, heavy shoulders.
This is a great posture for just building that lovely self-esteem. It's a safe place because the heart always feels protected because you're rounding it down to the earth and your back body is obviously covering it. So just take a moment here to observe. Then from here, let's bring ourselves back up again and come up onto all fours. We're going to tuck the right tippy toes in and extend the left leg out. Let's see if we can bring that knee to nose. So inhale, bring it in. We did this when we were lying on our back. Exhale, extend it out. Both arms stay straight. Inhale, bring it in. Can we get the knee to nose? Push it away, super straight. 2 more. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, push it away. Last one. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, push it away. Now take your gaze between your hands. Can you bring the left leg in and hover it? And step the left foot right up to the front of the mat. With an inhale, rise up, bringing both arms up overhead. Can we push that front leg straight? Flex the toes. So we're now going to work again into the left hamstring. Lengthen forward, maybe hands come to thigh, not on the knee, maybe the shin or maybe the earth beside you, and gently forward fold. Again, notice this, you're getting lots of lengthening and stretching this morning. Breathe into this space, soft shoulders, tummy tight. Hold it here. Notice that experience in that left leg. Keep those toes super flexed. Then inhale, let's lift up. Place both hands flat on the mat. Can we scoop that left knee in again? Float it back and again offer that lovely little recovery. Shake away any tension. Release the left leg down. Let's float the right leg out. From here, let's bring it in, squeezing into the core. Notice this. Knee to nose if you can. Shoot it away. Shoulders stay over the wrists. Inhale, bring it in, squeeze. Both arms straight. Exhale, push it away. You've 2 more. Inhale, tight squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring it in, hold it. Can we bring our gaze between the hands and step the right foot in between the hands? Tuck the left tippy toes in. Inhale, lift that body up and bring both arms up overhead. Just hold it here for a moment. Then push that front leg straight. Slip the heel away if you need to. Nice strong front right leg. Leaning forward now, hands to thigh. Maybe hands onto shin or right down onto the earth, and then lean forward. Again, lengthening into those right hamstrings. Breathe into this space. Squeeze belly to spine and just observe. Notice you. Hold it here for a moment. 1 more breath. Can you fall a little deeper? Inhale, look up. Take that right leg, placing both hands flat to the mat. Shoot it out behind and shake away any tension. Let it all go. Then release that right leg down to the earth and just give a gentle shake into the hips. Just gently sway them from side to side. Then start to circle them. So any pressure around the bottom of the glutes, into the hamstrings, just releasing that, then stirring up that lovely energy in the abdominal area. And then from here, guys, we're going to lift up into a downward facing dog. So your shoulders are over wrists, your knees are underneath your hips. Flatten out those hands super flat, like starfish. Tuck the tippy toes in. Inhale, lift up into downward facing dog. Check your feet are just hip distance apart. Not looking at our heels, they should be hidden behind your tippy toes. Draw up those thighs and knees, squeezing chin to chest. Try to lift up out of the shoulders and feel as if the weight of your hips are dropping down towards your heels. Maybe trying to lift your tippy toes away from the mat. Lengthening into the backs of the Achilles, right up through the calves, right up into those stretched hamstrings. Then let's rise up super high in the balls of our feet. Bend both knees towards your chest, but keep that tailbone high. Looking through the legs. Open up your armpits to each side of the room. Broaden that upper back. Breathe into the pit of your belly and let it go through your mouth. Release your heels back towards the mat. Then walk your hands along the mat towards the feet and come into a forward fold. Try to keep the legs super straight. Maybe suck up those thighs and knees. And you can either cross your arms here, holding on to the outer edge of your elbows, and just gently sway into ragdoll. Tummy is tight to protect the back. We're still aiming to keep it quite powerful and lengthening into the hamstrings. But if you find that is super too much, bend those knees. It becomes more of a yin pose, whereas this could be more of a yang pose, a stronger pose. So listen to your body. Offer that nice gentle sway. Give the shoulders a roll. Release those hands to the earth. Then soften the knees, and then let's start to lift up carefully, keeping your drishti, your gaze towards the earth, noticing each vertebrae in the spine, coming up into a stacked position. And we're going to stand up super tall. Then from here, I would love for us to draw that right knee up in towards your chest. Just going to do a balance pose. So bring the right knee up, hug it in, hold it. Your goal here would be to release the hands and try to hover that right leg. Squeeze into the tummy. If you need to keep the hold, do so. But here is your option for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring it in again and see if you can open it out to the side, opening into the hip. Your goal here would be to try to let go without letting the knee drop for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring that foot and set it into tree pose, either right up into the groin area, pushing sole of your foot to thigh, thigh to foot, or if you need to drop it down, that's absolutely fine, or even release it to the earth if your balance is off this morning, or balance varies. So come into where is your place. Hold it here. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Stand up super tall and just gently breathe. If you want to make branches, take your arms up overhead and then slowly wave your branches. Feel how grounded and rooted you are into that left foot. You may notice wobbling, absolutely fine. All trees wobble, but they're still rooted. Hold it here, then bringing your hands back down to heart center. Release that right leg down. Switch sides. Draw the left knee up. Hug it in. Whoa, little wobble there myself. Stand up super tall. And then if you can, release the hands. Hold it for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring it in and take it right out. If we can get to 45 degrees, awesome. Hold it here, even 90 degrees. Hold it for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring that foot. Make your tree position. Woo, I'm going to wobble myself. Different experience, different side. Push the foot to thigh, thigh to foot, or drop it down a little lower or to the earth, placing our hands at heart center. If you struggle with balance, it's a nice little tip to place the tip of your tongue, the back of your teeth up into the roof of your mouth. Breathe here. It's hard for me to do when I'm talking. So take your arms up to the sky, and if you wish to wave your branches, then wave them. Let those branches flow. Just like the trees that we've all been observing. A lot of people out in the gardens through this time, watching nature. There has to be some beautiful advantages of this lockdown. So let's bring our hands to heart center. Smile at yourself. Aren't you brilliant? Release that left leg down again. And we're going to make our way back down onto the earth. So just taking ourselves with a nice big inhale, feet are together, breathing in, then let's hinge forward from the heart, lengthening the spine, returning to the earth. Hang out here for a moment, then inhale, lift up, flat back. Soften both knees and let's walk along the mat and meet in a plank position. Shoulders over wrists. Try not to banana back or try not to have your butt up in the air. Planks are straight and long. If it's too strong, knees can come down, or you can come onto your forearms and hold it here. Whatever feels good for you, do whatever you wish. But we're going to count to 4 and 3. Pump back through the heels, squeeze the belly. Hold it for 2. Aren't you fabulous? For 1. Drop the knees back down to the mat, but this time open the knees out super wide. Set your bottom to your heels and come forward with both arms. How does that feel? Give a nice gentle sway. Relax. Notice the experience. Don't worry about what you look like. Just notice the feel. Breathe. Then very carefully just walk the hands back up again. But keep your bottom on your heels. Going to do a lovely clearing breath. This is known as lion breath. And I want you to think about when you exhale, the tongue comes out, the eyes widen, and it's like a roar. So you're really letting go. So take a nice big deep inhale through the nose. Zip it up an extra bit, gathering up anything that has no further purpose, then let it out with that extension of the tongue and the eyes widening in a roar breath. One more time, nobody can see you. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Zip it up, clear out anything that has no further purpose, like a spring clean. Let it go. Roar it away. Then very gently, guys, just bring those knees into hip distance apart, rising up. Going to do one more camel, and then you're onto your back body. One more back bend, and then you're onto the back body, and that's us finishing. So take a nice big deep inhale. Push those hips forward. Lift up from the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades. If you want to take your hands to the heels, you're welcome. But if you find that you're leaning back to get there, try not to. Hips stay over knees, yeah? You can place your hands in the lower back, thumbs in, fingers round the waist, or palms facing onto the lower back, nearly massaging into the kidney area, the liver area. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades and focus on the lift of the chest. One more beautiful breath here. Feel a stretch and lengthening in the front body. The head can hang back as well. Then inhale, come up and gently restore. Set your bottom to your heels and lean forward. It should feel good. Give a nice little massage. Rock it from side to side. Then carefully bring yourself back up again. Come round onto the back body and let's massage the back. Just again, you can place your hands on your kneecaps, circle the knees. One way, then the other, but if you like that rocking backwards and forwards from the nape of the neck to the tailbone, then give it a go. Do whatever is right for you. Few more, whatever you're up to, and then just very gently meet on your back body, and you're going to give yourselves a well-deserved hug, squeezing that positive energy into the energetic body, the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body. Bring your hands to the soles of your feet if you can. Inhale, lift your chin up to your knees, hug it in, squeeze it in. Think of the energy bandas, the root lock, tummy lock, throat lock. Compress it, tiny, tiny. Make your body as small as you can. Squeeze it all in, and then gently just let it go as slow as you can. Spreading your heels to each corner of the mat. Resting your arms away from the body, palms up. Just notice your back body. Be supported by the earth. Shoulder blades broad. Butt cheeks soft. Notice the natural alignment of your spine. Soften behind those knees. Soften into the heels, the feet and the toes, fingers. And this is like the last chapter of our book. You've written your own story today. And now I want you to observe where you're at in your final chapter. How do you want your story to end? Notice the breath. Aiming to keep the mind in the body as you simply receive this energy that you've created. Let it digest. Let it penetrate to every cell and tissue within your body. Let your heart be open as we let go of anything that has no further purpose. wish to just stay here, just for the purpose of this video. I'd love for you just to return a little bit of movement to fingers and toes, or stay where you are. Maybe offer a little stretch or a hug, whatever feels good. And then very gently, just rolling over into a fetal position, a lovely way, like a rebirth, that we've come away from the corpse position, the stillness, and now there's new life, new energy. We've let go of anything that no longer serves our physical self, our mental body, our emotional self. And now we've got this new space that you can take into the rest of your day with awareness, with confidence, happiness. And carefully, let's push ourselves up and come into the lotus position, that net in, just so that we can seal our practice together. So sitting up nice and tall, returning to that gentle mudra of index finger and thumb, spine super long. Take a deep inhale through your nose and just let it go through your mouth and and when you're ready, placing our hands at heart center, palms together, joining our left side body, right side body, right in the middle of you. Smile at yourselves, guys. You've done a great job. I hope you enjoyed your practice this morning, letting go. So let's take an inhale as we raise our hands lightly and bowing forward. Namaste. I bow with each and every one of you. And then please just gently offer yourselves a beautiful, warm, well done clap, because you deserve it. Well done, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Keep safe and keep well. Thank you.